Gregson, son of my usual partner, Lynn Gregson. Ty, good to be with you tonight.
Hey, good to be here. Thanks, Derek. I'm excited for this game tonight.
We're going to have two really good games, I think. The Farmington girls are playing for a conference championship as well as the Prairie Grove girls. And then in the boys' game tonight, the Farmington boys will be playing for a conference championship. And you know the senior boys for Prairie Grove are going to try to ruin their season if they can, if at all possible. Over at Farmington, earlier in the year, the Lady Cardinals came away with a victory over the Lady Tigers that night. I think it was by about 12 points, Ty. And then in the boys' game, the Farmington boys beat our boys by about 5 points, I think. So both competitive games, and I think you're going to see a lot of competition on the floor tonight. Ty, I know you got to see – did you see the boys and the girls play earlier this year?
I've seen them play, not specifically against Farmington, but I've seen them play this year, and I've been really impressed with, especially the girls. The girls have definitely played well. Froud always has them out ready to play.
Right.
So it's always a good game to watch, well coached and things like that. And then the boys I was really impressed with this year in the fact that they were just, I didn't expect too much.
Yeah.
But they've come out, especially the last few games, and just been tearing it up. And it's really great to see that.
Well, we've talked about this in the years past, your dad and I, and it just seems like, our football team has such great success. They're in the playoffs every year, usually making a deep run in the playoffs. And so a lot of times when those football guys come over, it sometimes takes weeks, maybe even months before those guys really get into the swing of things.
Absolutely.
And it seems like this year those football guys have come over and really gelled a lot faster than before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's paid off in the results. I think we are on a 5-game winning streak in the conference, which has been it's been a long time coming for the boys. I don't know how long it's been since we've had a 5-game win streak. And, of course, you always want to be playing your best basketball right here at the end of the regular season with the district tournament starting next week.
That's for sure.
Next week, the district tournament is at Farmington. So Farmington is going to be hosting next week, and they potentially could have a bye into the regionals with their boys team and their girls team. The nice thing about tonight's girls game is if our girls can come away with a hard-fought victory, it actually bumps Farmington down to the 3 seed, which, as you know, Ty, means no automatic berth to the regional tournament. Farmington is a good enough team, really, even if they're a 3 seed and they have to play in to get to the regionals, they're probably going to make it regardless. But it would still be nice to knock them out of that 1, which they could get if they win, knock them all the way down to a 3, and then in turn it would give our girls an automatic bye to the regional tournament, which, again, our girls are, I think, a good enough team to make it to the regionals. But if you can do it without having to play a lot of games and save yourself, and that's going to be beneficial for you, too, in the long run.
It's so much better just to have the bye, absolutely. Just because I remember when I was playing and you have to play for that game, you show up to the game and you got the butterflies saying, is this the last game? And
Right.
the first few minutes can be life or death.
Right. And, Ty, you probably attribute much of your success to your junior high basketball coach. I don't know who that was, but I would imagine that you would attribute all of your success to him, whoever that guy was.
Everywhere I go, I say, before I introduce myself or anything, where I'm from, everyone, my basketball coach, Derek Dugan in junior high, changed my life.
I saw him throw several markers in the games and in the locker rooms, never making contact with any of the players. I will put that stipulation out there.
Never.
We're going to have the senior night. We're going to broadcast it as the senior high cheerleaders, the band members, and then, of course, the basketball players. They'll walk onto the floor, be escorted by their parents, and we will try to pick that up as much as we can on the audio with our PA announcer. If we don't think we're able to hear that over the air and over the internet with you guys, then I will try to repeat what our PA announcer is saying so that you guys can know who's being acknowledged. Because, Ty, the senior night, as you can remember back to your senior night, it's an important night, not just for the basketball players, but for everybody involved that's put so much time and effort and hours into practice, whether it be cheerleading or band or, of course, the basketball team. But just your thoughts. I mean, you're always going to remember your senior night. You played your last game at one time, I think 2000, was that 7 or 8?
2009.
2009. Well, see, I thought you were older than you really are. But anyway, so 2009, what are some of your thoughts going back to those games, Ty?
I just remember that senior season just being a very calm, humbling time in the sense of I know what's kind of going through the students' mind. It's the end of their high school career and life is about to come right in front of them, and you just start to reflect on all those wonderful times, experiences that you had with coaches, with teachers, and it's very nice to have this time to come out and to kind of say, hey guys, like this is my last time, and I appreciate everything that you've done, but also to kind of get that recognition for building Prairie Grove as it is at the present time.
Ty, who was your last game against that night? Do you remember for senior night? I think for the last few years we've been with Farmington, depending on whether we play here or there. I think if we go there, it's always been their senior night, the last game of the year. And then I think the schedule has been set up to where if it's here, we're always playing Farmington, I think, for that last game. So I think every other year we rotate between us and Farmington. And I didn't remember if that happened for your senior night or not.
I don't think so, but yeah. I don't recall actually who we played.
Well, you and I were talking about it earlier. Of course, Farmington will move up to the 5A conference next year, so the conference senior night will not be against Farmington starting next year, and that goes for 2 years before the reclassification is divvied up again. So Farmington will be in the 5A next year, and we will be in the 4A and have a new set of conference opponents that we can get into later. All right, we're gonna take off our mics and see if you can hear the PA announcer as they recognize all the seniors.
We want to welcome everybody to the Prairie Grove Senior Night. We have 49 seniors that we want to recognize. Our first one is a basketball player, Derek Garquello, son of Samantha Angela. Pep band member, Travis Barker, son of Tim and Vicky Barker. Basketball player, Lacey Meeks. Daughter of Josh and Sherry Meeks. Cheerleader and choir member, Crystal and Branch. Daughter of Christina McMullen and Travis Branch. Choir member, Kyla Carter. Daughter of Tara Richardson. Choir members Danielle, Bridget, and Morgan Carey. Daughters of Michelle Connor. Choir member Martin Castro. Son of Wilma and Melbourne Ward. Choir member Trinity Davis. Daughter of Opal Keene and Robert Keene.
She's got heels on? So is Bradley.
Cheerleader Jessica Kaufman.
Bradley is the second coming of Cody Barnett.
Daughter of Rich and Charlotte Kaufman.
It's unbelievable.
They're related.
Trinity Davis.
I swear they are.
Daughter of Opal King. Bradley Doublehead. Son of Darla Doublehead and Glenn Doublehead. Cheerleader Aubrey Edwards. Daughter of April Edwards and Robbie Edwards.
So funny to see these kids. I remember being Coach Ed's
Pep band member
aide.
Samantha Mann. Daughter of Jeremy.
Oh my gosh.
Basketball player Weston Fitz. Son of Cliff Fitz and April McCall. Pep band member Josh
I
Cleaner.
just remember watching him. I think he was kind of like he was just there. I remember Weston and who else was like
Choir
super
member
good?
Cecilia Gasco.
Story was good in 7th grade. Weston
Daughter of
was
Ben
good.
and Lisa Gasco.
He's there.
Basketball manager McKay Grayson. Son of Ben and Gretchen Grayson. Cheerleader Jessie Johnson. Daughter of David and Jenny Johnson.
Okay, let's fire it up.
Basketball Choir member Emily Richardson, daughter of Stephen Minnie Richardson, basketball player Callie Robinson, daughter of Phyllis Tom Robinson, pen band member Ian Ruiz, son of Ethan Fulton, pen band member Robert Sands, son of Lisa Earhart, cheerleader Valerie Shepard, daughter of Peter and Kimberly Shepard, choir member Abigail Sitzlaw, daughter of Jennifer Sitzlaw and Barry Patton, cheerleaders Madison and Allison Skelton, daughters of Jason and Lisa Skelton, basketball player Abby Smith, daughter of John and Cole Sebaz and James and Kara Smith, basketball player David Smith, son of Doug and Christina Smith, choir member Lauren Smith, daughter of Brad and Gina Smith, Candace Longwood and Shelby West, basketball player Jacob Storley, son of Joe and Michelle Storley, choir and pen band member Austin Storm, son of David and Christy Storm, pen band member Charles Swearingen, son of Aaron and Beth Swearingen, basketball player Ty Tice, son of Jason and Tracy Tice, choir member Shauna Ware, daughter of John and Sarah Kelly, choir member Elena Weekman, daughter of Carrie Weekman, host daughter of Gerald and Sherry Drummond, choir member Shelly Weinberg, daughter of Kenneth Weinberg, and choir member and head band Christian Zito, son of Nick and Greta Jordan. Okay guys, we're going to give you 5 minutes for a picture.
Well, I hope you were able to hear over the streaming all 49, Ty, of the choir members. And I actually forgot about the choir whenever we were talking earlier, but the choir members, the band members, cheerleaders, drill team, and then senior high girls, senior high boys, all the basketball players. So a great moment. I don't remember us having quite as many. We were running out of room there at the end. We had wrapped around the entire perimeter of the court. But 49 is a great number to have and a great time to acknowledge all these seniors for the hard work that they've put in to all the programs across the board.
Absolutely.
They're going to take about 5 minutes here and allow parents and family to come out, get pictures with their kids and friends, and then I imagine they'll sweep the floor probably. Actually,
Hopefully they will.
I see Coach Ed.
He's ready to go.
The low man on the totem pole, apparently. the head coach has got the broom sweep out, and I think after they clear the floor, they'll sweep the floor. Are we not even on? Are we on, Mr. Bond? We'll have to go over that. We good now? Are we on? No. Oh, okay. Okay. So if you missed all that, we were talking about 49 members of the choir, the band, the drill team, the pom squad, the cheerleading, and then all the basketball players. And we were just kind of giving an update in case you didn't miss it. I don't know if we were on the air or not, but they were going to give the family about 5 minutes to take pictures here. Then they'll clear the floor, sweep the floor, and then the girls will come out and get ready for their senior night against Farmington. Ty, I don't know, do you need to go down there and get pictures with your family? Okay, that'll be fine. We're going to take about probably about a 5-minute break. Ty and Lynn will be back with me, and we'll rejoin you in just a few minutes after the commercial break.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Test 1, test 2. Check, mic check. Check, mic check. Check, mic check. Mom's phone. She needs to put on Insta. She's gonna put on Insta.
So, like, do you want to watch for the first half and then try during the second half?
Hello? Mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Okay, we're back with you. Here is senior night, and I guess we lost Derek here for a little bit.
I don't know where he went.
Yeah. Well, back with you. I'm Lynn Gregson. Derek Dugan will be joining us shortly. Alongside me, former Prairie Grove basketball player, 5 years removed. Ty Gregson's here tonight, and he's going to be helping us with the commentating. And Ty, for you, I mean, it's been a few years, but you're probably the closest one of the group here. What's senior like night for a player?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, for senior night, I was telling Coach Dugan for a little bit, telling him about senior night. It's just a good opportunity to come in as a senior and kind of get the recognition for what you've done for the school, but at the same time to give thanks to all those people as you're talking with them out here on that last opportunity to really do so.
Yeah, and it's interesting, the emotion, and I mean, you've been playing, or you played here, and you know what the rivalry's like for Farmington and Prairie Grove.
I love
it. Can you imagine, senior night being the Farmington game? I mean, and for these seniors, and the interesting thing about this is that for this senior night, this is the last time that Farmington will be in our conference for a while. I mean, at least for 2 years, they realign every 2 years, and Farmington's going to move up to 5A. So this is going to be, the last time we have this opportunity.
Well, it's great. Win or lose, as a player, I know they're super excited on the senior night to play Farmington because the crowd's going to be here. Obviously, you can see right now it's a packed house, and so it's just as a player, you love the excitement in the gym, and so win or lose, obviously you want to win and walk away from your last game with that W on your mind, but either way, it's just going to be a great game for them, and they're going to love it and have a good time.
We want to remind those that are watching to go to pgtigersonline.com to the comments page. Let us know where you're watching from tonight. Ty, it's exciting also from the standpoint of there's some implications tonight for this basketball game, particularly in the girls' game tonight. And you and Coach Dugan probably talked about that a little bit. Also, Ty, whenever you're out there, is there a nervousness that you kind of feel on senior night? Is it adrenaline? What's that feeling? I mean, is it, or do you just feed off the crowd immediately?
Well, I think there's the two. I think there's definitely the nerves, but I think the nerves are more in the fact of implications and you're playing your rival. Those are where the nerves come in. But as for senior night, I think it's just a great opportunity, like I was telling Dugan, to reflect and think about all the good experiences you have. So it doesn't really play into it that much, I don't think.
Well, Derek has joined us, and Derek, we've been talking about what it's like for senior night and the excitement and everything, but this game's got implications, no doubt about it. I mean, one of the things is that the conference championship's at stake, seeding's at stake. There's a lot on the line tonight. Your thoughts about just how that's going to affect this game?
Well, one of the things, always know that the emotions are going to be running high. And tonight it's like amplified 10 times because you throw in senior night, which is always an emotional night. You throw in your rival with Farmington coming to town. and then you throw in the possible seeds, conference championships on the line. I mean, I don't remember a game with Farmington having this much on the line in one night in a really long time, Lynn. And so I think the team that can come out and handle their emotions better, calm down, get into the flow of the game, that's the team that's probably we're going to see win both games tonight, I think.
Well, and Derek, here's something I think that is extremely interesting about this game tonight. Farmington girls have had what I would call the Prairie Grove monkey on their back for a long time.
Yep.
And the last time they played in Farmington, they won that game, snapped a long losing streak that they had against Prairie Grove. It was a big night for them, and congratulations to them on the night. But this night, the girls want that. They want the exact revenge, if you will. They want that opportunity to say, hey, you know what? We've been the conference champs for 4 years running, and we're not ready to relinquish that yet. Now, they would share it with Farmington and Ozark.
Right.
But the implications for Farmington, if they lose this game tonight, they go from being the number 1 seed to the number 3 seed.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, and no matter what the score, if they lose tonight, they go to the 3 seed.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that the girls' conference title still runs through Prairie Grove. You know, you're still going to have to come here. And in Farmington, you did a great job beating us earlier in the year. But if you want this conference title, you're going to have to come here and earn it tonight. And, I mean, Farmington's good enough, Lynn, as you know. You saw them in person. They're a good enough team that they can definitely do that tonight. But I don't think it's going to be easy. And I think on the flip side, it's not going to be easy for our girls to come out and win against this Farmington team as well. And Ty and I were talking about it a little bit earlier, as the difference between a 1 and a 3 seed is huge. And I think both of these teams are good enough. They're going to be in the regional tournament. But when you're in a one-game and get-in situation, you never want to take those chances if you don't have to. And so the winner of tonight's game, they already know they're going to the regional tournament. The loser of tonight's game, they're going to have to play their way into that regional tournament. So you always, if there's any possibility of getting a bye and automatically getting into the regional, that's where you want to be, and that's where the winner of this first game is going to be tonight.
Yeah, and you know, one of the things, too, is that if you end up the 3 seed, there's a potential you may be playing the Lincoln girls. And the Lincoln girls, as of the last 2 or 3 games, have all of a sudden said, hey, you know what, don't count us out. So
Yep.
to your point, that is a huge game. Looks like the girls, from the music, the bells, they're getting ready to come in, and here they come. The Prairie Grove Lady Tigers coming onto the court. This crowd, I'm juiced. I'm telling you, it's great.
I'll ask Ty this question. When's the last time he's seen this gym this packed, Ty? You remember that game?
Oh, good old Huntsville game. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, we seem to talk about that one about once every couple of broadcasts. We'll bring that game up just for fun, just to remember. But that game was packed, and it is definitely packed tonight.
Absolutely.
And you know what's interesting about that, Derek? When you have that kind of night and that kind of crowd, it's memorable for a long time. We may have that kind of night tonight. I mean, it's got the atmosphere for it. We'll always remember the great games here, and that was one of them for sure that we mentioned earlier. I think tonight, with it being, like I said, Farmington's last time in the conference, the championship's on the line. You know, Prairie Grove girls have a 35-game home win streak on the line tonight, and against the current conference opponent, 48 straight. So, I mean, there is something on the line tonight for our girls to continue the great tradition that they have. And I know they don't want to be the ones known to lose that home streak.
Yep. And I know you know as well as I do, Lynn and Ty, that we've seen Prairie Grove Farmington play where one team is significantly better than the other. But when they play each other, there's just something about the rivalry, the crowd, the emotions that are involved in this game, where it really doesn't matter who is actually the better team on the floor. The rivalry itself is going to make each team play to a different level, and I think that's what we're going to see tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if both teams come out a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish, trying to get the nerves out of their system. That's going to be happening on a night like tonight. But then I think once they both settle down, we're in for a real treat in the first game and the second game as well.
Well, I think the other thing that will happen tonight, Derek, that will be very, very critical, or happened a couple of weeks ago right here that was critical, is the Prairie Grove girls were beaten earlier in the year by Ozark, and that stopped another long winning streak that they had. That night, it wasn't here, it was in Ozark. That night, the girls, they had that loss. They lost by a big score.
Yep.
They came back just last week and won against Ozark in a pretty convincing fashion.
Yep.
You and I were up here talking about how important it was they won by 10 points and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Good case of a tie. But the other part of that was not only how much they won by, but the confidence that may give them. They can say, we did it against Ozark, now let's go do it against Farmington.
Exactly right, and that was just less than a week ago. We were sitting up here Saturday, and I think I actually made the mistake of, after that Saturday game against Ozark, talking about this Farmington game Friday. You made a good call there, and we still had to go beat Berryville Tuesday night, which we did. We got that step out of the way, but it's all been leading up to this night with Farmington, and you're exactly right. We've got a chance to get revenge after that first early season loss. And Lynn, was that a double-digit loss over there?
It was a double-digit loss,
that's
so
what we were
13-point
talking
loss.
about.
Yep.
And so we've got a chance that we didn't play well in that game, particularly well. We got a chance tonight to make that situation right and get accomplished a lot of things in the process of hopefully getting a win tonight.
Well, Ty, you've had a couple of chances this year. You've been home from school and a chance to watch these girls a couple of times. Any particular player that you see that stands out to you in her game?
In particular, I think the two people that I remember watching and saying, wow, these are the two that are kind of pulling the team is Lacey Beeks and then, I don't know, is it Callie Robinson?
Yes.
Those two, I feel like, inside, as a girls team, like if you can get the rebounds and control the basket, I think that's something that's really important. I see them really doing that when I watch them. One other person that when I've come home and not seen play is I think her name's Abby.
Yeah, Abby Smith.
And I know she's a really good guard, really good shooter, and it's good to see her out here, and I think that's really going to help bring maybe that 13 points, that deficit from last time. That's going to be really important.
I think, go ahead, Derek.
No, you're probably going to say the same thing I did. That was a huge difference in the Ozark game earlier, Ty, is Ozark beat our girls by 24, I think. Abby did not play that game, and she did play last Saturday when we got that 16, 17-point win. So she's a key difference, kind of makes our offense go, gets the ball into the right people's hands. She's left-handed, so she can take people off the dribble and surprise them that way, go into the basket. So having Abby out on the floor is definitely going to be a plus for our girls tonight.
Well, and I think that's exactly right, Derek, because she wasn't there at that last game, and she made a difference in the Ozark game, and I think she'll be a difference tonight. It helps from the bench because we talked about this before. When she was out, others stepped up, and that's made our bench stronger. It's made it a much stronger team. And Ty, you hit on it's interesting, and that's why I liked your perspective on this. When you mention Callie Robinson, you're not going to see her in the scorebook with 25 points or 15 points or maybe even 10 points or even 8. But she gets loose balls. She gets the rebounds. She keeps those second and third chances alive and gets jump balls to get the possession arrow back to, little things like that can make a big turn in the game.
Well, Lynn, before you say she's not going to get 25, if you recall, we had a senior night here a couple years ago. Brooke Barnett is the same type of player as Callie Robinson. She was just always around the ball, great defender, great rebounder. Her career high, Ty, was probably 8 points or so. I don't know how many. She averaged almost a double-double, but that night against, I don't even remember who it was, but I think she ended up with like 24 points. That actually wasn't senior night. It was Colors Day night, that game. She was the homecoming queen, the Colors Day queen, and she just had a great game. And if Callie can step up like that for us, not that she's going to be expected to or required to, but you just never know what you're going to get and who's going to be able to step up and score. Lynn, the Lady Tigers have a lot of seniors on the floor, and it was brought to my attention today, I think it might have been your son, McKay, actually. They've never lost a conference game on their home floor in their career, their high school career, so they definitely don't want to have that streak into tonight against Farmington.
Absolutely, and that's a lot of pride in that, and I'm sure Coach Froud's aware of that. He'll use that as a motivating factor. We're getting ready to have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and we'll join that as soon as it comes. I do want to thank our East Lab students tonight for helping us out. We got Casey Stamps and Samantha Dodd on cameras. We have Kyle Brown and Christian Daugherty also with us for the first time, and we welcome them, and I'm glad they're with us. And we definitely want to thank our principal, Ron Bond, who's helping us in producing tonight. And and I want to thank Lance Arguello is not sitting with us tonight. He's actually sitting with his family. I want to thank Lance for all the times that he's come up and helped us. And it's senior night tonight. Thought it was a great night for him to be able to enjoy, just sitting and enjoying watching family. And glad to have Ty with us. Giving us a little, it hasn't been that long ago he's played, and give that player perspective on a lot of things. I'm still, what's interesting? You got probably 100, maybe 75, 100 people on the floor, and this place still feels packed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It really is. And I look over across the way, the Prairie Grove home stands are packed. And then, Lynn, we've got a lot of faces from our town over here on the visitor side. So I think we've got the Cardinals outnumbered tonight, and hopefully we've got them outscored on the scoreboard by the end of the night.
Well, what's going to happen as well is these two student sections have a rivalry in and of themselves.
Sure.
There's a Twitter rivalry against these groups, and hopefully they'll be loud, and hopefully it'll be all tasteful and in good fun tonight. Well, here is the choir led by Miss Katie Young, and we're going to have the national anthem.
Not only school pride, but patriotic American pride there.
I've just noticed down there, it looks like Farmington has some guards, if you will, by their student section tonight. I think both student sections got a little heated last time, and they're probably going to try to make sure they keep that under control tonight.
It's interesting. One of those guards down there is Jay Harper, Prairie Grove graduate, now current coach over at Farmington. Been there several years.
And of course, Coach Blue over there as well.
The mayor, athletic director Brad Blue for Farmington, and then we've got the police officer over on our side, Officer Standifer over there, watching guard for the Tiger student section.
So it's, I tell you,
yes,
yeah,
this
is going to be fun tonight.
Let's
I'm
go.
excited. Getting ready for the starting lineups tonight. And remind you, if you go to pgtigersonline.com, the comments page, let us know, number 32. Whoa, I lost.
Hopkins, Lynn.
Hopkins.
Taylon Hopkins, yep.
Yeah. Taylon Hopkins. Here she comes. Number 1, Pace Hopkins. Number 12, Haley Maxwell. Number 23, Marie McPherson. And then Scales, number 4, Tachina Scales. And now for the Lady Prairie Grove Tigers. Starting tonight on Seniors Night. Number 21, Taylor Harton. Number 11, a senior, Abby Smith. Number 14, Lacey Beek. She's been playing for 4 years here, Derek. It's going to be great. Macy Colchin, and of course, Callie Robinson. Boy, the energy is in here, guys. Ty, would you like to be playing on a night like tonight?
I would love to be playing on a night like tonight.
I would love for Ty to be playing tonight, to be honest with you.
Well, we're about to get this thing cranked up.
I think Ty could make it up and down the floor a few times at least. Give us a few minutes here and there.
Maybe a good 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lynn, one thing that's going to be a key factor in this girls' game and as well in the boys' game is that Farmington, just the last several years we've played them, they've done a 3-2 zone. They've ran a 3-2 zone against our girls, a 3-2 zone against our boys. How do we handle it? Do we get it to the right people, the right spots? Are we able to convert offensively in the half court? It's going to be a big key tonight in winning this ball game.
Well, here we go. Here comes the tip. Colchin. And it's controlled by Farmington. The Lady Cardinals get it first. And there's Hopkins to Maxwell. Boy, the energy's high. Nice pass inside, and quickly Hopkins gets it in, and the Lady Cardinals strike quickly, 2-0.
Yeah. Nice set play right there off the tip by Farmington, getting inside to Hopkins. Easy basket for them to start the game.
Shot and miss. Biggs gets the rebound. Big rebound, and that's what you were talking about earlier, Ty, those rebounds.
Yeah, great job getting us a second opportunity. You want as many chances as you can get because Farmington's defense is really stingy.
Harton for three. No good. Rebound this time. Going to go to Farmington. Nice rebound there by Hopkins. We remind you, if you're watching, go to pgtigersonline.com, the comments page. And, Derek, there's a foul called at 7:02. You remember the other night against Ozark, the officiating was tight.
Boy, and Lynn, I don't want to talk about the officials, but here we are 1 minute into the game. 2 of those 3 officials that we had Saturday night are out on the floor tonight, and they do like to call it tight. So hopefully our girls can adjust to that and realize it's going to be a tightly contested and called game.
Well, that shot blocked that time, and the Lady Tigers have it. There's Abby Smith, and that you talked about that zone, and it's tough. It's tough to play against. And there's Harton. She's trapped in the corner. She gets it away, and there's Abby Smith going to take it back out and work it.
Lynn, they're just so athletic and spread out.
And there's Callie Robinson. Hey, nice steal. Boy, this is something else. There's Macy Colchin driving baseline. She's going to be. There's another close call foul. That one's going to be on number 1. That is Hopkins. If I'm not mistaken, I believe she's a freshman, Derek. I don't have it on the roster
I didn't realize that.
But I believe she is a freshman. There is Abby Smith, pull up, in and out. No good. We're getting good looks at the basket.
Yeah, you're right. We're out hustling Farmington right now to get offensive rebounds.
Maria McPherson with that foul. Her first, a team second, 6:21 to go. Farmington got that quick basket, and now going to get it out top to Abby Smith. This 3-2 zone, it's a different look. You don't see it every week.
No, you're right, and one of the keys to beating this zone, Lynn, I think, is getting stops defensively, pushing the ball in transition, and beating it before it sets up.
Beeks, shot on the way, in and out. We've gotten good looks at the basket,
for sure.
Just not falling yet.
Not falling yet, but I think we'll get it going here in just a few minutes. Hopefully sooner than a few minutes.
And nice rebound that time. That's Taylon Hopkins, and Hopkins gives the Lady Cardinals a 4-0 lead. You're right, Derek. They're very athletic across the board. Every player, McPherson, Maxwell, Hopkins' sister Scales, they are athletic, but we're a very, very smart basketball team and very well coached.
Well, and you look at their zone.
And a blocking foul. Hey, we're going to dance for the old-fashioned 3.
Great penetration right there by Macy. A nice finish, absorbing the contact there, finishing at the basket, and a chance for a three-point play, and that's the second foul on McPherson, Lynn, early in the game.
Well, McPherson with 2, and McPherson's, she's a very good athlete, plays a lot of different sports. She's a good volleyball player, I know that. So, she's out early at the 5:31 mark, and now there it is, and Colchin completes the old-fashioned 3, and it's 4-3, and here come the Lady Cardinals.
Well,
look at that battle inside. Long 3 on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Hopkins. She's going to put it up and in. And Hopkins she got up for that.
Yeah, she's really dominating right now. 6 points in the early going for Hopkins. She's gotten 2 offensive rebounds and 2 putbacks to go along with that early basket.
She's got all the points right now for the Lady Cardinals. And there it goes. There's Beeks, and now a nice drive by Beeks. Ball's going to be knocked away, but the Lady Tigers keep it.
Ty, what's one of the things on that 3-2 zone? You see how stretched out it is. What is one of those things you're looking for offensively to get your team going as a point guard?
As a point guard, it's definitely trying to get that ball to the wing. Because if you notice, once they get the ball to the wing, that's good.
Go ahead, Ty.
No, if you've seen that, it says they get the ball to the wing. Both the guards, 21.
It's Hart,
and then Macy. As they get the ball, they penetrate, and if they can get around that first defender, the defense breaks down and it's wide open all inside.
And now here's Macy Colchin with a chance. Yes, she completes another 3-point play. We're all tied up at 6. Colchin with all of our 6, and Hopkins with all 6 for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, matching each other point for point. Both teams really settling in. We got to get a body on Hopkins, though, Lynn. Got to keep her off the offensive boards.
There's Maxwell, long 3 on the way, and it's good. Haley Maxwell, that was a deep 3 right there.
Really deep. We got to get out and show a hand up and get a hand up in her face. That was a nice-looking shot by Maxwell, but hey, I'd rather take my chances with her than the easy looks that Hopkins got inside, so we got to get that corrected.
Colchin again at baseline, this time no good. Hopkins with the rebound. Oh! Well, they're going to call there.
That's going to be 2 on Abby, I think, early. Coach Froud not happy at all. He's going to get a timeout, get a little clarification on that call by the official. And Maddie Harton is going to have to sub in for Abby with the 2 fouls for Abby. She's going to spend a little bit of time on the bench right now, try to keep her out of getting into some foul trouble. Coach Froud taking a 30-second timeout. And he's spending the entire 30 seconds talking to the official about the block call. So yeah. Coach Froud in fine form as well. The players off to a good start from both teams. We're going to have a good ball game. And I hate to see Abby out on the off of the floor with her 2 fouls.
No doubt about it, but they have one as well with McPherson off, right. And so both players, both very important to the team.
Yeah, we're going to have to see who's going to run the point now with Abby off, controlling the team and the offense with that zone.
Maxwell, another 3. Wow. And now that's the 6-point lead, the largest lead of the game by either team.
Well, that was one of those standard baseline inbounds plays, Lynn, where Maxwell threw the ball inbounds and she got a screen
Harton
for the
3,
corner.
No good. And Derek, we're getting, again, we talked about this earlier, getting good looks, just not able to convert. Now someone's going to have to get out there. Can't let Maxwell keep having that easy, not an easy 3, but an open 3.
Yeah, and that's the difference right now. They've hit a couple of threes. We haven't had anything go down from the outside.
Partially blocked that time by Callie Robinson. Here comes Beeks. She gets it to Harton. Harton drives all the way, and she's going to be fouled by number 32. I believe that's going to be Hopkins.
Wow, they called it on Scales, Lynn, so that's 2 on Scales. So 2 starters for Farmington now with 2 fouls. I thought you were right. I thought Hopkins was going to get called for that one.
And there's Harton. Gets 1. Free throws, layups, transitional baskets in a game like this, all those are going to be very critical. Harton with the second one on the way. It's good. 12-8.
Lady Tigers 4 out of 4 at the free throw line. Good start for them.
The Lady Cardinals yet to have a free throw, but they've hit 2 threes. We've yet to hit a three-pointer. There's Maxwell again, another open three on the way. No good this time. Rebound goes to Colchin.
There's a great block out there by Taylor Harton.
There's Beeks. Beeks drives. And there's Callie Robinson.
Callie just finding a way to get hands on the ball there, tie the ball up. We keep possession on the jump ball.
That was a guess they called jump ball there.
Right.
There is Maddie Harton. Oh, she started to drive, and now she does with that left hand. Look at her go. I think she thought she was getting a foul that time and didn't get it, and so now here quickly down the court come the Lady Cardinals.
Lynn, the level of play has been really good from both teams, and I wouldn't expect anything less. It actually started a little faster than what I thought both teams would.
Well, the big difference, and then there's, Macy. Macy almost got it. Very athletic is Colchin.
Oh my goodness, yeah, she can match any of the athletes that Farmington has on the floor for sure. Vertical jump, quick with the ball in her hands, good finisher at the basket, terrific defender, so she can go right with him. Now Farmington taking their time offensively.
Well, Maxwell's working. She's hot. She's the hot hand right now. Lays it up. This time no good. Here comes Maddie Harton with the rebound. And she brings it on up the floor. She gives it up to her sister, and you talked about, and it looks like Taylor Harton's going to run point.
Yeah, but that's going to be critical. Sophomore out there running point. Nice take by Macy.
And it's off the foot. That's going to be off the foot, and the Lady Tigers are going to have it.
Yeah, it's a different challenge for a sophomore point guard, even though she has played and started most of the year. For her to come in and see this type of zone offense without Abby on the floor is going to be a big step for her.
Oh, Beeks. And there, wow, Colchin looked like she may have gotten pushed out. Now Harton just set up here. Look at, oh, she's going to get called for the full off.
Oh, goodness.
Boy, Callie Robinson, what hustle.
Great hustle by Callie to go back down there and steal the ball. And the official, anytime there's contact or you swing the elbows above the shoulder, it's in the rule book. They are going to call that. Don't have to agree with it necessarily, but I don't think it was anything flagrant that Callie did. But
I think she's just trying to clear.
She was trying to clear space, exactly right. And I think that's one of the rules. Great help by Lacey. She just couldn't get the hands on it.
And the Lady Tigers, we catch a break that time, I think.
Yeah, we'll take it. But I think
that may be a little makeup call there.
Yeah, we'll take it. That elbow rule, I think there's been a lot of controversy in the college game as well. I think they'll take a look at it at the end of the year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that rule changed.
Well, now here comes Maddie Hart. She gets it. There's a three. No good. And Robinson got a little. That's a little bit of emotion there after the last call.
Yeah, we've seen Callie struggle a little bit Saturday against Ozark. She hustles so hard, Lynn, and sometimes she just gets caught in a bad spot where the officials can get her for a foul, and that's really unfortunate. 2 fouls for her in about the last 20 seconds of the ball game. So Ashley Cox is going to come in the game for the Lady Tigers.
And she's got the tough job of trying to guard Hopkins inside.
Yeah, Cox is another sophomore, so a big job for her.
Wow. Maxwell hit the floor hard. I thought she was a little uncontrolled going in there, but they're going to call a foul on the Lady Tigers. It's going to be on Maddie Hart and her first team. Both teams have 5 team fouls now. Number 10 in the game.
O'Connell, I believe, Lynn, for Farmington.
Yeah,
Trish O'Connell. Yep.
Also, number 2's in the game for Taylor Smith. It's loud down there, those girls. There's a 3 on the way. No good, in and out. Here comes Beeks. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's been a barn burner so far. Everything we expected.
I like the way Lacey pushed the ball up the floor. We tried to get early offense, didn't get it. So now we're going to run a set offensive play for this 3-2 zone, probably get the last shot of the quarter.
Well, Coach Froud, he says we're either going to go down 2, 3, or 4, but we're not going to go down 6. I think that's what he wants here.
Yeah, we better go, though. 3 seconds left.
Not going to get it. Got it off. No good. A little too late to get that one started. You want to start that about the 7 or 6 or second mark. Ty, you want to make a comment on that?
No, absolutely. I know if you're going to run a long play, you want that 10 seconds, but definitely with that, just that last second shot, and it looked like they're going for the 3 ball instead. It's very smart to get going down definitely at around 6 seconds to get that off. Make sure you could even get a rebound on that one.
Okay.
I think that's where the experience of having Abby Smith on the floor as a point guard comes into play, because she would have known to get the ball going a little bit sooner, get that play started a little bit sooner, and give us an opportunity for an offensive rebound there. Lynn, did you want me to update the scoring at the end of it? Was that what you were going to ask me?
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at the scores.
For Farmington, Hopkins and Maxwell, all 12 of their points. They have 6 each. And then for the Lady Tigers, Taylor Harton with 2, Macy Colchin with 6. So 12-8 at the end of the first quarter. Very high level of play. Both competitive teams here. Well-coached teams, disciplined teams. It's going to be a good game.
Ty, anything stand out to you in the first quarter that you saw?
Just kind of what Coach Dugan was talking about earlier is breaking down that 3-2 zone. I think something that the one thing that I saw with Harton, nothing against her, but when she comes down, she's a little more hesitant compared to Smith when she comes down and attacking that zone. And so hopefully she can start to recognize how to get through that as a sophomore.
You see that zone for Farmington. It's so spread out. It just looks like you can gash them, but they're just so quick to close up those openings.
Well, if we can start hitting some of the outside shots, that'll change things a little bit. We've had some good looks, just unable to convert. Cox is working hard inside on Hopkins, and the ref is watching it closely as well.
Well, that's Mr. Handcheck down there on the baseline, if you recall, Lynn. We talked about him Saturday, so you got to be careful there with your hands.
Smith
in the zone.
And that ball's thrown away. Nice job. Nice defense that time.
You know, last year we had a post presence inside where we were able to just, talking about Justine Huber, we could set her on the block and just lob the ball into her and expect instant offense. We're a different type of team this year. We're still capable of scoring, but we don't have that low post presence offensively that we did. I'd like to see us maybe get the ball into Lacey there at the high post, but you can see Farmington really aware of where Lacey is.
Lacey, no good. And look at Cox. Yes! Ashley Cox comes in with the third try, gets it in. Speaking of Huber, I saw Huber when I walked in today.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, he's here tonight. And they're going to call Maddie Harton for the foul. That's going to be her second. Team 6, 6:48 to go here. Farmington's been a while without a foul. They got 5 fouls pretty quick.
Yep.
But they've probably been 4 or 5 minutes now without a foul. Prairie Grove's.
One of the things where we're really doing a good job, Lynn, is our offensive rebounds. We've gotten several second chance points just here in the first quarter in 2 minutes.
And you know what? I got to thinking, Derek, part of that is that with that 3-2 zone, you only got the 2 kind of down there.
That's one of the weaknesses. That's right.
There's Smith. And Cox is doing a fantastic job inside since she's been in. Coming in, they're going to call foul. That's 3 on Hart. Maddie Harton now with 3. That's going to be a 1-and-1 for Maxwell, who is a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, 3 fouls on Maddie. That's big. It looks like, is that Peyton Sapp?
That's
I get
Emily
all those
Sapp.
Sapp girls
Emily
confused.
Sapp. Emily
There's
Sapp.
a bunch of them. That's Emily. So Emily's going to come in, see her first action of the night. She's going to have to play some big minutes here.
Emily's the only junior on the team. Maxwell first into the 1-and-1. It's good, and it's 13-10. That's the first free throw of the game so far for Farmington.
That's right.
Maxwell, this will be her 8th point. She's got 2 threes. If she puts this one in, and this one's no good, rebound goes to Beeks. So Maxwell with 7 points. Beeks quickly down the court, gets it to Sapp. There's Maddie Harton for 3, no good. Rebound goes to Smith.
Yeah, we need one of those to fall.
Well, yeah,
One of
if
those
we
to
just
fall, get our confidence up from the outside.
and there's Smith for three. That one's
way
off
up.
the mark, but a rebound by Hopkins. And now Maxwell with the ball. Long three from Maxwell. This one's no good. Then Beeks with the rebound. Beeks is going to go. She's driving, and now they set up.
Yeah, that's a smart move by Lacey.
Pull-up jumper partially blocked by Hopkins, and she gets the rebound.
Both teams pushing the ball on early offense, trying to get a fast break transition point. Easy points are going to be tough to come by.
Boy, there's a lot of refs in the stands tonight, Derek. Hopkins for three, in and out, no good. That's going to be over the back. And look at Coach Froud. Coach Froud liked it. Ty, he likes that, doesn't he?
He loves that. He loves those over the backs, and he loves those charges.
That's Hopkins first. A timeout on the floor. Derek, Coach Froud got really fired up about that one. He both arms were in the air with the yes.
Well, yeah, you'll have to tell me what happened right there. I missed it, Lynn. I was talking to our cameraman, or camera woman, I should say.
Well, what happened is they went for a long three, and Cox did a fantastic job, an absolutely fantastic job of boxing out Hopkins, and she went for the rebound over the back. And Coach Froud, he came up with the two-arm yes.
Oh, well, you know Froud as well as I do. He's going to appreciate a defensive play more so than an offensive play. Those charges taken, defensive rebounds, those kind of things help defense. Those are the things that he really values, and you can see it in his teams on the floor. Was that 32 Hopkins with the foul in? Is that her first
foul? It's her
okay.
first. There's Beeks. Almost lose it. Beeks drives, puts it up, and in.
Wow.
Lacey Beeks.
Great shot. Great
First
shot with the contact.
First 2 points of the night for Lacey.
Rebound goes to Beeks. Nice job that time by Emily Sapp boxing out. And there's Macy's with that athleticism tracking that ball down. She drives, pull up, jumper, no
She
good.
got hit. Thought she did anyway.
Well, there's some elbows going there that time. No call.
She
And they're
walked.
gonna get Maddie Harden. They're gonna get Maddie for the foul. It's gonna be a 1-and-1. Remind you, if you're watching, to please go to the comments page or the comments tab on pgtigersonline.com. Let us know where you're watching from. And Derek, I know we always have a lot that we don't always get a lot of comments. Seems like we get a lot more in football, but here's the free throw on the way. Good by Maxwell.
Well, everybody's here tonight, Lynn.
Everybody's here tonight. And I'll tell you, though, the thing, but in basketball, we usually have, couple hundred watching. I'm sure we have a lot there tonight, too. A lot of folks that aren't here in town. Second one on the way. That one's no good. So she's 2 of 4 from the line. Beeks brings it down with a chance for Lady Tigers to tie it. Gets it over to Sapp in the corner. There's Harton. Take it. There she is. She drives, and she's going to be fouled.
Good take.
Blocking foul that time. It's going to be on Hopkins.
And that's 2 fouls on Hopkins.
2 on Tate and Hopkins. And there's Tate and Hopkins. We're going to say Hopkins, Talon and Tate. There's Maddie Harton, makes it 14-13.
Well, that was a great drive by Taylor right there, getting inside of that gap in the defense.
And the second
nice job at the free throw line, making both of them.
6 of 6 are the Tigers from the line tonight. We're all tied up at 14, 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
It feels like a much higher scoring game than 14-14 right now. You can see the level of play, the quality of both teams is very evident on the floor.
A little bit of foul trouble on the Tigers. They got Maddie Harden with 3. They got Abby Smith with 2. Sapp guarding Smith. Nice move that time. Help and a blocking foul, and now Smith's going to go to the line. That's Ashley Cox's first foul. 3:46 to go.
Well, that was a nice job by Cox of sliding over, trying to stop off that dribble drive there.
Didn't quite get
just
set.
Didn't get there just in time, man.
Yep, 17-14. Back up. Lady Tigers yet to have the lead. They've tied it a couple times. Not yet been able to snatch the lead from the Lady Cardinals. There's Beeks cuts. There is three-pointer on the way. Bottom!
There we go.
Good
Bottom!
shot.
There we go. Hey! 17 all. That's what we needed.
Huge shot by Macy Colchin right there. That ties the game back up. The first 3-point of the night for the Lady Tigers. Maybe that'll open up some things in that zone defense from Farmington.
Boy, did you see Sapp come up and help that time on help defense?
Yeah, great help defense. Everybody's aware of where the ball is.
3:05 to go here in the first half, all tied up at 17. The level of play has been fantastic. Both teams playing extremely hard. And there's Maxwell all alone for the three.
Yeah.
And you
Can't leave her
cannot
open.
leave her open.
No, and that we got caught there a little bit, Lynn. We sent a trap. We ran a trap on the ball there. We kind of got lost on the defense. And that's
Yep.
the one girl defensively we cannot lose is Maxwell. That's her third 3 of the ball game.
She's got 11 points. There's two. She may have better percentage from three-point land than she does from
The free throw line, yeah, you're exactly right.
Well, 2017, 2:33 to go. Tori Hamley now into the game. They got O'Connell, Hamley, Hopkins, Maxwell, and Smith. So they're getting a little rest now.
Yeah, both coaches have played 8 players so far in the ball game.
Be careful over there, Macy. There's Hopkins. Nice job.
Push off.
Yeah, that's a Prairie Grove play right there.
Oh.
Oh, nobody blocks out.
Oh, we got a break.
Oh, we sure did.
And now here comes Beeks driving. Makes a nice move. No good on their. Boy, I thought we'd get a foul out of that one. 3. Boy, they get. And
Yes.
Harden.
Here we go. Here we
Gonna be a
go.
jump ball. It's going to go Prairie Grove's way.
That was fast and furious. Both teams really pushing the ball down the floor. I like the hustle there by Beeks getting the ball from coast to coast. She just couldn't finish with the layup. I think she was anticipating a little bit of contact. She may actually gotten some
A little
contact
bit, yeah.
there, but I like the looks we're getting offensively.
Yeah, we need a few of them to drop, and now we're down to 1:50. And there's Cox, partially blocked. I think she didn't anticipate being where she was exactly
Right,
with the ball.
right.
There's Smith.
Oh, that's
There-
good help. Come on, girls, get that ball.
Just didn't get back for us that time.
That's one of those we got to come up with.
Now Harton with it. We're down to 1:05 to go here, 2017. Lady Tigers. Now you think, looks like Coach Frau, is he going to play for one here, Derek?
You know, I've seen him do it for an
There's
entire.
a three.
He's going.
Bottom!
Going
Whoa!
straight for it.
20 all.
We'll take it.
All
Great
tied
job
up.
by Taylor right there. Nobody stepped up to guard her. That was a deep 3 there.
That was a Maxwell-like three.
Yeah.
She had that long one.
Taylor having a good ball game. 7 points here.
Big three-pointer that time. There's Smith. She picked up by Sapp. Sapp's done an admirable job since she's been in the game. And now who's going to come up with that one? That should be a foul.
Well, if
They're calling a jump ball? Are you kidding me?
I saw that exact call in the Razorback game last night, and the Razorbacks
Are you
got called
kidding
for
me?
a foul on that.
You
I
got to be
don't know
kidding
how
me.
you won't call a foul there.
She was laying on her back. And
Oh,
called
for
a-
sure,
oh.
yeah. Yeah, we got to get it stopped. Maxwell's going to get a baseline screen there. Great job by Macy getting through it.
They're going to call Sapp for the foul. Well, yeah, wow. Like I said earlier, I was just said right when that happened that Sapp's not got a ton of playing time this year. She's
Yep.
gotten some, but I'm telling you, she's been in here most of the second quarter and really done a good job.
Yeah, she knows her role. She's very well in tune defensively with what our strategy is tonight. She's in the right place. She got caught reaching just a little bit right there, but every other time, Lynn, you're exactly right. She's been in a good spot to help her teammates and defend the person that she's guarding.
1 of 2 made that time by number 21, Tony Hamley. That was a double bonus foul that time. So
Yep.
now 21-20, the Lady Tigers will have one chance with 10 seconds to go. Beeks with the ball.
And we
Down
got to start. We got to get going here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's a travel.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man.
How there's been two calls here recently. One, you slide across the floor. I figured that would be a foul. I mean, a travel.
One would think, yep.
And then you're laying on someone's back, not even touching the ball, and you get the jump ball. But
Well, and
regardless, it is what it is.
Right, and you got to come to expect it. I mean, you're
Yeah,
not
you're
going to
right.
get a high level of officiating in high school basketball, as you well know, Ty and Lynn. You just got to play through those breaks, and sometimes you can make your own breaks. But, yeah, you're right. 2 unfortunate calls right there for the Lady Tigers, or 1 no call. Big stop right here defensively. Don't give up an easy basket right here.
1.3.
Yeah, that's good defense there.
That's off. Well, a very fast and furious first half. 21-20, Lady Cardinals lead, but it's been tight the entire way. Well, if you guys are close on the score, we'll go ahead and go through the stats now, and then we're going to take a break. I need a break.
Yeah, we need something. I've got scoring for both teams, actually, Lynn. Maxwell is the story for Farmington offensively, 11 points. Hopkins with 6, Smith with 3, Hamley with 1. Farmington 3 out of 7 at the free throw line, so probably uncharacteristic for them. They're shooting below 50% at the line. And then for the Lady Tigers, Colgin with 9, Taylor Harton with 7, Beeks and Cox each with 2 points. The Lady Tigers on the other side, 6 out of 6 at the free throw line. So we're doing a good job of getting to the line and converting those free throw opportunities. But just 1 3. I think we're going to have to hit some more perimeter shots.
We had 2.
Two threes. We're going to have to hit a few more of those.
I think the other thing that we got to be careful of, we got a little bit of foul trouble. We got Robinson with 2, Smith with 2, Harton with 3, and then we have Sapp with 1, Cox with 1. On the Farmington side, when it comes to fouls, Scales with 2, McPherson with 2. She sat almost the entire, quarter and a half. She'll be back for the second half. Well, that's going to do it for the first half. We're going to take about a 4-minute break. We'll run from some spots from some of our sponsors. We'll be back for the second half.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office. For telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV, think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress. Something's missing. Your life just seems to have that little something that hasn't fallen into place, and you've tried all the world has to offer, and you still have that empty feeling. Does it sound way too familiar? Well, Prairie Grove Christian Church invites you to experience God on a personal level, and don't worry about being judged. We all have sinned and fall short of the glory. But at Prairie Grove Christian Church, we're all about loving God, loving others, and serving others. And PGCC has something for every member of the family: kids, youth, adults, and more. And 2 services on Sunday that you're sure to find one that fits your schedule and your needs. Simply put, God tells us to seek Him first, and all these things will be added unto you. What are all these things? It's called a Christian life, and we invite you to feel the difference this Sunday at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Life can come at you from a lot of different directions, and you need to be prepared with the proper insurance. Let John Galligan of the Galligan Insurance Alliance make sure that you, your loved ones, and your home and all that's near and dear to you is properly covered. You see, the Galligan Insurance Alliance is an independent insurance agent and allows him the flexibility to shop the very best policy at the very best price, and this gives you the coverage and the peace of mind that you need at the rate that fits your budget. It's the best case scenario when it comes to covering all that is near and dear to you. Check them out on Facebook or drop by the website GalliganInsuranceAlliance.com. And you can always call 479-282-0605, 479-282-0605. The Galligan Insurance Alliance.
Second half, it's tight. As a player, when you come out in a tight game like this, what is it that you hear from your coach, and what is it you try to do to start that second half?
I think the first thing that you hear from the coach, especially with Coach Ed, is you get the grind of, okay, this is what's going wrong, but then the best part is hearing, okay, this is where we're doing wrong, but now let's fix it. And so when you're coming out in the second half, you're looking for those specific things as you're coming out. And as a player, I know you're just starting fresh. You don't worry about the score too much unless you're down by 30, but other than that, you're starting fresh, and it's a new game.
And this game is almost starting fresh. It's only a 1-point difference,
Right.
21-20. Abby Smith back out, as is Robinson. So the original starting lineup back on the floor, and a lot of girls stepped up and did a nice job in the first half. There's Harton.
Yeah,
she's gonna get a walk there. Yep.
We actually outscored Farmington in that second quarter, Lynn, 12-9. So it was really good job by our bench players coming in, Ashley Cox and Maddie Harton and Sapp doing a great job for us off the bench.
And McPherson and Scales back in for the Lady Cardinals, so everybody back in. And there's the way that game started, but boy, it's almost identical to the first half. There was Hopkins, and she got her own rebound that time and was able to put it in, 23-20.
Then all 8 of her points have been layups, basically, and 6 of them have been off offensive rebounds.
Harton May almost took an extra step that time. It
did. Get away with that one, though. Take it.
You know, there is Harton. Boy, if she'd have caught that clean, she might could have got a shot off. There's Robinson. Now there's Colchin. Pull-up jumper, in and out, no good, and rebound McPherson. Nice job, nice look that time. That's Macy's shot. She likes that pull-up jumper.
That's the shot you want on that.
There's Harton, nice job.
Nice help.
And going to go off Harton's leg there. A lot of contact down there, no call either way.
Lynn, we really need to use a ball fake and a shot fake against that zone defense. Try to get that Farmington zone moving a little bit, open up some gaps inside. Really having a hard time getting the ball inside.
Nice block that time. Oh, and it's going to be a tie-up, and this time it's going to go to the Lady Cardinals. Wow.
Yeah, tough break. It was a good defensive play there. We almost came up with the ball, but
and a smart play by McPherson.
Yeah, it
from
really
the Lady
was.
Cardinals.
Yep.
She got in there, was hustling, but nice job that time by Beeks to get the block. And there's just straight up good defense. Can Abby Smith come up with it? And then she gets it. Nice job, nice hustle by Abby Smith. Gets it to Harton, and now Smith's going to run the offense. 6:25.
Hopkins has been really active around the rim. If we can get a body on her, I think we're able to get that third foul for her, and that would be a huge blow to the Farmington team if she's in foul trouble and can't play a whole lot of minutes here in the second half.
Did you see Abby Smith was listening to Coach Frau said, almost turned and took a step to listen to him. I was worried she was going to call for travel there.
Yeah.
6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 23-20, Lady Cardinals leading the Lady Tigers. There goes Smith. There's Robinson. Just nice defense, but we just need to be patient. This is you don't need to force something.
And you can tell Farmington seems like they've made an adjustment at halftime. They've compacted that zone a little bit, forcing us to pass the ball around the perimeter, having a hard time getting the ball inside.
Abby's going to be called for the block that time. Couldn't get, that one's too hard to get there.
Third foul on Abby.
And now with 3 fouls, Maddie Harton coming in. So Harton in, and Abby Smith's going to have to sit with 3 fouls. And I was talking about being patient. We ended up not being patient that time down the floor. Shot on the way, and it rolls in. 5-point lead now for the Lady Cardinals. We need a basket. We need a basket now.
Yeah, we really do. Haven't scored here in the second half yet. We started a little bit slow in that first half. We need a bucket right here. You're exactly right. That was Scales' first 2 points of the ball game.
They're begging us to take the shot.
Well, they're surrounding Lacey inside. I mean, everywhere she goes, there's 2, even 3 sometimes. Farmington defenders around her. Going to have to see if we can move her around a little bit and get the ball into her.
There goes Colchin. There, we need it this time. Macy got it.
Nice.
Macy Colchin. We needed the basket. Macy delivered.
Sure
and
did.
She did that the same thing in the first half. We got down 4-0. She delivered.
Great job, and you called it earlier, that baseline jumper. That's what she likes. Good job of her of finishing there.
There's McPherson. She's not had as much playing time due to some early fouls, but she is definitely a player and someone you have to watch. She's one of those players getting loose balls and things, and so we've seen that already. There's Hopkins, no good. Rebound goes to Robinson, and there's Maxwell. And Callie gets the foul. Even though it's a foul, it probably wasn't a bad foul because she probably kept her from getting the easy basket, but boy, that's 3 on Robinson, and now here comes Cox.
Well, it was a heads-up play by the Farmington defender there. Good defensive stop by the Lady Tigers. But a heads-up play by Maxwell picking off that ball and picking up the third foul for Callie. One of the things, Lynn, I think we need to do defensively is just back off a little bit. There's a moving screen called on McPherson. That's going to be her third foul, I believe.
So she's got 3. Coach Johnson's leaving her in right now.
Yeah, he's going to roll it out. She hadn't played a lot, so she's going to keep her in the game.
You almost have to let her play to get some kind of rhythm.
Well, what I was going to say is Maxwell's the only one that's hit a 3 from the outside. I would back off everybody else, just really focus on getting a body on the Farmington players when the shot goes up. Extend out on Maxwell, but back off of everybody else.
There comes Colchin, pull-up jumper, no good, over the back.
Yeah, she's been flirting with that. If we can get a body on her, Lynn, I think she's going to get that third call. Good rebound.
Pull-up jumper by Beeks, no good. Rebound goes to Cox. She gets it out. Maddie Harton for three. In and out, no good. And, boy, there's –
Great
got
job
to
by
call that.
Cox.
That's
There we
four
go.
on – that's going to be four.
Great hustle.
There was
Yep.
I mean, I almost would rather see the over-back call than that. I mean –
Well, we just talked about McPherson hadn't played a lot.
she picked
Coach
up
Johnson kept her on the floor with 3 fouls, and now she's got 4. So the strategy there, Coach Johnson, he goes with his starter with 3 fouls. Now she picks up her 4th. Coach Froud has already taken Abby out and Callie out with 3 fouls. Hopefully it pays off for us.
boy, you know, we got a good look that time at a 3, not able to quite convert. It was
Yeah, it was
Maddie
a good
Hart.
shot by Maddie. Good shot. Good look.
nice defense that time, but (22-25). Lady Tigers trail. 2 shots. Scales is going to get 2 here. First one's good. Down by 4 are the Tigers. Second one on the way, also good. So 5-point lead for the Lady Cardinals. Game's been close. I think the largest lead has been 6.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was 12-6 maybe at one point. And now we're in that same situation we were a couple of possessions ago. Need a basket right here. You can feel Farmington's got some momentum right now.
And
Good
inside,
pass.
Beeks.
Oh, goodness.
And ball goes out. Nice block that time by Hopkins. Nice. She was fast enough to get back there.
Yeah, most of the players that we've seen in the conference wouldn't have had the athletic ability to get from one side of the floor to the other, make that play on Lacey. Got to just give credit to Hopkins there. It was a nice look. I can't remember. Was that Macy that passed the ball inside to
Yeah,
Lacey?
it was.
It
It
was
was
a good
nice.
look.
Everything's good. Just a nice
Yep,
defensive
yep.
play. But, boy, we still need the basket right here really badly. And now Colchin. Maddie
a
Hart
good
for
look.
3, off the back of the rim. Rebound's going to go.
Stay here.
And the Lady Cardinals knock it out, so the Lady Tigers will get it. 27-22, 2:32 to go. Again, this is our 3rd opportunity this time down. We need a basket.
Well, and so far in the ball game, you know, Macy has been the go-to player. She's got 11 points.
Trying to
But
work.
that's a
away.
great job right there by Beeks, just muscling through 2 Farmington defenders. Boy, we needed that.
Boy, we sure did. And I'll tell you, I don't know how Lacey does it. She does it a lot. She's able to split defenders. And a chance to close this thing down to 2. Beeks shot on the way. Got it.
There we go.
Remained perfect from the line tonight. 27-25, a much-needed 3-point play that time.
5 points for Lacey.
There is Scales for 3. No good. Rebound. Going to go to Harton. Wow, nice job by Harton to keep it alive. She's getting pushed there, almost pushed out of bounds, and now
Oh, that's a foul. My goodness.
nice job.
Backside, look at your backside.
Oh, she thought about the long 3. That would have been a little too long. There's Beeks. Nice ball movement by the Lady Tigers. Minute 45 to go. Colchin shot, no good. Rebound. Nice hustle by Cox, just unable to convert. Yeah, that's going to be a foul on on Taylor Harton. That's going to be her 3rd.
Yep.
Team's 4th.
Well, we're in a lot of foul trouble with still 9.5 minutes left to play in this one. A lot of girls out there with 3 fouls for the Lady Tigers. Hopkins gets her first points of the night.
Well, you know, a lot of times you are playing a very good and athletic basketball team. You're going to get some fouls like that. We're fortunate that Coach Froud has gotten good bench play.
Yes,
and
yes.
have been able to keep this thing close.
Exactly right. Yep. Taylor's going to take a seat. Emily Sapp's going to come back into the ball game.
1:36 to go. Sapp's going to try to finish this thing out. She did a very, very good job in the second quarter tonight. And now down to a minute and a half.
Lynn, is this a little more low scoring than what you anticipated thus far in the game?
Yes and no. I mean, you thought you might see more, but I knew that, I thought we'd see more transitional basketball.
Yep,
Both
yep.
teams have been getting back really well
Yeah,
on
the
the
half-court
defense.
defense has been really good for both teams.
Macy Colchin. There's Maddie Harden drives
Oh,
all the way in. Nice
Save.
job. 29-27, 1:17 to go here in the third quarter.
I'm watching Hopkins inside. She's really getting physical with Cox.
Boy, that was good defense.
Yeah,
good
it
help
was.
on the backside.
They're a little bit late, but, man, when you got Hopkins inside, you can just throw the ball up, and she can jump up and go get it.
Well, it was a nice play and good defense that time by the Lady Tigers.
There we go, Maddie.
And now,
there we go.
Wow, let's see. Are they going to call it? Are they calling it on Hopkins or are they going to call it on O'Connell?
Well, I hope they call it on Hopkins, but it doesn't look like they're going to. O'Connell gets it, her first foul. But I like the way Maddie's playing really aggressively in these last two possessions. She's just put her head down and gone, split that defense, and converted with points.
She makes the free throw, 31-28. Second one on the way by Harton. Good as well, and the Tigers are perfect from the line tonight. Very
9 out of 9, yep.
31-29, 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
I'm kind of surprised Farmington's not just playing for one shot here. It looks like they're trying to get something.
There's Harden
There
and picked up by Beeks.
Go on,
Beeks
Beeks.
drives.
There
That'll
we
be good.
go.
All tied up at 31. Hey!
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Oh. All tied
now
up
I
at 30.
bet they play for one shot.
Yeah.
Probably should have done that the last possession.
Don't get a foul. Nothing. Don't anything cheap here. 7 seconds to go. 31-31. Derek, as close as this game has been, the Lady Tigers have not led yet.
Yeah.
We are getting close, though. It's been
and with the foul trouble, it's just been a great job by our bench keeping us close, and our senior players really stepping up. Boy, I don't know if they know the time, Lynn. They're not going to get a shot off.
Don't foul. No good.
Right.
And what a way to end the third quarter. It's all tied up at 31. It's just like we're starting again, but just with 8 minutes. 31 all. Let's go to a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
You just bought that first home, or maybe the first new car, and you want it properly covered. Think Shelter Insurance and Mark Spence. Or maybe you just welcomed into the world that little gift of a child. You want to make sure that their future's secure. Think Mark Spence and Shelter Insurance. Let's face it, you want someone local, someone that you know, someone that can be by your side when you need them to be there. Think Mark Spence and Shelter Insurance. Home, life, auto, RV, boat, motorcycle insurance. Think Mark Spence, your local Shelter Insurance agent. Call 846-2999. That's 846-2999. Shelter Insurance and Mark Spence proudly support Tiger athletics and activities.
Two things, Lynn. That quarter, Maxwell went scoreless. She had 11 points at halftime, so whoever's guarding her for the Lady Tigers doing a great job. And then Beeks kind of woke up a little bit. She's got 5 points just in that quarter alone, 7 points on the night. Hopefully we can keep that momentum that we ended the quarter with, finish this game off.
Well, all the starters are back in to start the fourth and final quarter, all tied up at 31. Prairie Grove bench has played really well tonight. There's Smith. She's going to get a – Oh, they're going to call her for a travel. Going to call her for a travel. Thought we were going to get a foul and a chance for the lead, but not able to do so. All tied up at 31, just underway in the fourth and final quarter.
I'm just going to say it right now. I feel overtime, Lynn. It's that kind of night. It's that kind of game. Both teams equally matched, back and forth.
Wow, wide open shot on the way, and it's good. Big three by the freshman, Tayton Hopkins.
And that's the first player other than Maxwell that's hit a three-point shot, so not a bad defensive strategy for the Lady Tigers. There's a good offensive set out of the quarter by Farmington.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
We were in unison that time. They're going to call, I think that's Scales. That's going to be her third, I believe.
Yep. Scales has played a lot of minutes with 2 fouls.
Yeah,
We're
she
getting
played
close to that bonus, though, Lynn. Next foul for Farmington, and Lady Tigers will be shooting 1-on-1.
Harton. Oh, I almost had a chance for a 3. And now Tigers going to set back up. They've extended the defense a little bit there, Derek.
Yeah, they really have. They set that on-ball trap there, which is the first time that we've got ourselves stuck in that situation. That's a block.
And a block
Good
in
call.
that time, and that's going to be a foul on Taylor Smith. That's now the Lady Tigers are in the bonus. This is going to be a 2-shot foul, though, because she was in the act of shooting.
And Abby looking for her first points of the night. She's battled some foul trouble. She can get it going right here with a couple of big free throws.
34-31. And the first miss of the night from the line for the Lady Tigers. Had to feel it was going to happen at some point.
Yeah, 9 out of 10, 90%. I know we'll take that any day. Coach Froud will take that as well. She can step up and hit one right here, though.
She
There you
does.
go, Abby.
34-32. Quickly down to Hopkins, gets it down quick. Maxwell almost took the big 3. That's going to be just inside the arc. No good. Rebound goes to Taylor Harton. You know, Taylor, to be short, gets a lot of rebounds underneath there. A lot
really
of hustle
does.
rebounds.
Good anticipation and good hustle, yep. And Lynn, I don't want to brag on these officials just yet.
Boom!
Nice.
There we go. Nice job. Baseline, 34 all. Go ahead. They've done,
13
it's
points.
been okay.
Well, they've kind of let the players play the ball game, and they haven't interjected themselves too much.
Lady Tigers with a chance for the lead. Nice pass.
Come on, Callie.
Hit that.
Oh, double dribble. Just can't get over the hump tonight.
Well, you know, Macy, she was anticipating that shot right there. Just bobbled the catch a little bit, but you could tell she was going to fire that 3. She had a good open look.
34 all. And there, Hopkins thought about the 3, picked up by Harton. There's Scales. She drives, pulls it up, shot on the way. No good. Foul is going to be,
I think, on Callie.
Callie Robinson, her 4th. You know, you don't think about this on senior night because, you know we got the district tournament, but these girls for Prairie Grove playing their last game on the floor.
That's right, yep.
No good by Scales. I mean, Robinson, her last time she's going to play here.
Yep.
Going to go with a little bit smaller lineup here, not bringing in Cox as he normally does here.
And who's going to be matched up with 32 Hopkins for Farmington? That's going to be a key matchup here. I'd kind of think Beeks would be down on her inside.
Beeks only has 1 foul, I think.
Yep.
So, yeah, with
we'll
5
have to
minutes.
see that next time down the floor, who's going to be guarding Hopkins.
Well, it's 35-34, chance for the Lady Tigers to take the lead for the first time tonight. It's never been more than 6 points. There's
Nice
Macy.
pass.
Oh, no good. Just can't get it in there. Oh,
Yep,
I thought we
just
had
so
it that
close.
time.
Keep knocking on that door. It's going to open.
Wow, I thought we had it that time. Good look that time by Macy. Went off the backboard, unable to convert. Boy, that was a high dribble there. 5:15 to go in the game.
Beeks is on Hopkins inside. Boy, Hopkins really using her body down there.
And the Lady Tigers with another opportunity.
And she's had 2 fouls for a long time and just been flirting with that 3rd one. Just can't seem to get her caught in the wrong place. Another chance to take the lead right here, Ty.
Abby, get it over.
Yeah, she's got to get.
That's a little too long right there. That was almost 10 seconds. Taylor Harton drives.
Well, that's something.
No.
And
my goodness.
come on. I mean, the contact there. Wow. Every time we have that chance to go, 6 turnovers for the Lady Tigers. And the Lady Cardinals have 5.
Proud's
Lynn,
definitely
you-
getting fearful right now.
Yeah, Lynn, you can really tell the Farmington defense is slowing down. We're able to get in with the dribble penetration, just haven't been able to finish. Farmington going to run some clock here, it looks like. Oh, that's something. There we go. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we'll take it.
One travel call deserves another. We'll take
They
that.
call it travel. She called.
Yeah, they did call travel. There could have been a charge, I think, too. But Farmington's going to take a timeout with it. And this, I think this gives it, I think two things here. Coach Johnson sees his defense slowing down a little bit, and he's got a lot of timeouts in his pocket. But it also gives Coach Froud an opportunity to drop a specific offensive play and get an offensive look that he wants. Because as you said, we haven't had the lead the whole game. This could be a huge basket for us.
Ty, when you played just a few years ago, you had different roles during your years. As a sophomore, you were more of a role player. You just had to, you had to feed Eilert and Scroggins. More your junior year, you and Kevin Morton had to do things. Senior had to take a leadership role and take the big shots. When you're down here like this and you're a player like Lacey Beeks and you've had that role, what's going through your mind when you're getting ready and going, boy, we're down to the bottom here?
I think you have a little bit of nerves, but you definitely take the confidence saying, I want the ball and I'm going to take the shot. And in this situation, you're obviously as Lacey, she's going to want to get that close basket, nothing far out, so she can get a chance of the foul, because it's better to get it on that free throw line instead of just having to chuck something up.
And one of the things about Lacey, she's a smart enough player that she's not going to force it. I mean, she's not going to try to go 1 against 5 here. If she has something where she's got a good look, she'll take it. But let's see what we have coming out of the timeout here, what Coach Froud gets us.
Well, we're almost halfway through the fourth quarter. It's 35-34.
Got Lacey working that high post area. As you can see, she's surrounded right now.
Pull up, jumper by Harden.
Yes,
finally!
Here we go.
36-35. We finally get the lead at the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter.
And the sophomore steps up coming out of the timeout break right there. Maddie's got 6 points.
And that's going to be a foul on Abby. That's going to be her 4th. So Abby played half of the fourth quarter without that 4th foul. She picks it up now. Now does Coach Froud with under the 4-minute mark. He just lets her go play.
I think you do, yeah. I think you let her play. You got 4 minutes left, tie ball game. Senior point guard out on the floor with Abby, a smart player. You got to keep her out, try to get this win.
And speaking of 4 fouls, here comes McPherson, and she's got 4, and now Coach Johnson sees, hey, you got to play now.
Yeah, this is crunch time right here. Can't be holding anybody back. Both teams want this win.
Hopkins. It's all tied up, 36 all, 3:45 to go.
Overtime, Lynn. We're going overtime. Don't you feel it?
No, I don't want overtime.
Triple overtime.
I don't want overtime. I'm like Apollo Creed. You remember? I don't want no rematch. I don't want no rematch in the first Rocky. Yeah. Coach Froud may just let this thing run down and take a final shot.
It would not surprise me at all. Draw Farmington out of that zone defense. It would not surprise me at all. And you can see Farmington getting a little frustrated. They're going to pressure out just a little bit. Try to force us into something. Just back it out. No reason to hurry.
No, at this point, there's Harton.
Yeah, that's what you didn't want to do right there.
You know what she did? If she had not, she swung her arms. If she hadn't swung her arms, I believe
might have gotten away with it.
Might have got away with it. Good play that time by McPherson. And now both teams are in the bonus. We're at 3:01 to go. Let's call it 3 minutes now to go in the ball game, all tied up at 36.
All right. Got to think they're going to look for Scales. Hopkins, one of those 2 players. Oh, there's the other
three.
Hopkins.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Big three-pointer by a freshman.
Well, that's the same play they ran earlier to get Hopkins that 3-point shot coming out of the halftime break. Coach Froud wants a moving screen on that. Didn't get the call, and Hopkins made us pay. And now we're in danger time right here.
Yeah, now you got to be smart. Coach Froud might need a timeout.
Yeah, and he's going to take it right here.
41-36. Couple of big plays that time by Farmington. First, the three-pointer by Hopkins, the freshman, and then a steal by Scales. And the Lady Tigers, they've been the thing about this senior group. They have been part of many big games. They've been there. They've experienced it. They know how. You're down 5. There's 2:23. You make a basket here, you get a turnover. You're right back.
Sure,
right back where
exactly
you need to be.
right. And the way we play man-to-man defense, Lynn, Farmington's probably not in a situation where they can just milk the clock and just bleed the clock out for the end of the game. We're going to force our pressure defense to try to force them into creating a turnover or a bad shot. So, yeah, you're right. There's plenty of time. We're in the bonus. We just got to make sure we get solid looks. Those last 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. We didn't even get shots on those last 2 tries. So we got to make sure we're getting shots.
Yeah, and here's the other thing here too, Derek. At this point in the game, every basket, because now if we don't make it this time, we don't score it, then they can start, then we're going to have to foul probably.
Yeah,
'cause they're going to sit on it.
Yeah,
so
I
this
think
this may be the most critical possession we
yeah,
have.
huge possession coming out of the timeout. I think we'll get a good look. Got to sit. Oh, my goodness.
You have to do that. You have to foul there and put her at the line.
And I just hope they don't, well, either one. If it's on Smith, she's gone. If it's on Harton, she's gone. That's 5 fouls.
It's going to be Abby.
They
Well, I'll tell you what.
They called it on Taylor, I think.
Oh, did they?
Either way, we're losing a starter there. They call that on Taylor Harton.
So Robinson's going to come in with 4. The thing is, Derek, Scales has anticipated the last 2 passes enough to disrupt it.
Yeah.
And that time she wasn't there fast enough, then Harton just unable to hang on to the ball.
And Lynn, I know Scales was battling foul trouble in the first half. She was scoreless at halftime, and she has really come alive in the second half. She's got 9 points all in the second half.
That was a critical miss, because that would have been a 3-possession game.
Yeah, good call. I don't know what Coach Elder's not shaving seconds already, is he?
No,
not in a game like this.
Not tonight.
No.
I think he's going to put some time back on.
Let's add a minute.
He started the clock when they got the rebound, so he added a second back.
Yeah, snoozing on the job over there.
Well, the girls kept playing things one-on-one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him some slack.
We'll give him a little bit of slack there. We like to give Coach Elder a hard time on the clock.
Miss.
Big miss.
So
she's missed 3 in a row at the line.
That turnover did not kill us there.
Other than losing Harton for the rest of the game.
Absolutely.
Nice look. Come on, Lacey. Go back up.
The Grove gets it back. Coach Froud wanting a foul. Boy, we need a basket big time right here.
A basket totally changes the game.
Macy,
oh, my goodness, just all over it. Nice hustle.
Now here comes Beeks.
Come on, Lacey.
No foul called.
Come
and
on.
That may have done it right there, Derek.
I thought she got hit there. 2 players on her. I didn't have a good angle, but oh, my goodness. Yeah, Coach Froud.
Coach Froud just said, that technical, he goes, that's the best call you've made all night. That's what he said to him. He said the technical, that's the best call you've made all night.
Well, he had a better angle than we did watching Lacey drive in right there. Well, he could see if there was contact right now. And, boy, he is giving it to that official. He is giving it to him.
Coach Froud is upset. Understandably so. Largest lead back at the game now, 42-36.
And that's the thing right there, Lynn, that, we didn't get the call. We're still down 5 with a minute and a half. And still a 2-possession game. We just got to make sure we get stops and get offensive looks on the other end, good looks. I mean, there's still time left in this ball game. There's no time for us to panic. We just got to step up our defensive intensity here.
You don't have a lot of time here. You may have to foul quick. You can't let a lot of time run off.
Yep.
You're going to have to go out and get them. Go ahead, and you're going to have to do it.
Well, and if I'm looking out there, Scales has missed 3 free throws in a row, so she might be a candidate to foul if she touches the ball.
You got to do it now. You're going to have to. Somebody's got to foul.
McPherson, she hasn't scored all night. Foul her. Oh, Callie can't because she's got 5 fouls.
So does Harden, and she's got 5 now. But you can't let 20 seconds go off.
Yeah, and
I think Coach Froud may have said not to, see what you can do first.
I may have missed one on. I think that's just 4 on Maddie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
That's just 4. So she's going to stay out on the game. But McPherson at the line now. Oh, and actually they're going to change it out. They're going to put Hopkins at the line. She's 2 out of 2 at the free throw line tonight.
42-36. If she makes one of these, it would be the largest lead of the game. This is a 1-and-1 though, and she makes it. So now with a 7-point lead, largest lead of the game comes with 112. Lady Tigers have played tough. Now, Lady Cardinals wanting the outright championship with a victory tonight. They get that.
Yep.
She makes a second. So Lady Tigers got their back against the wall.
Still time. You got to go though. Not going to be time to
And
pass.
a foul, and she's going to go.
Out of all the calls that we're
Down
going to
low.
call, they called that. I mean, it
We
probably
coulda-
was a foul, but we could have used that call
We
a
coulda
few
used that call
possessions
a while
ago.
back,
Exactly
absolutely.
right.
But this is the best. This is the best time to be able to score is when this clock stops.
Yeah, good point.
We need them both, Abby. It's a 1-and-1 here from Abby Smith. We need them both. 44-36.
And then, Lynn, if we get both, we got to come with full court pressure.
And we didn't get either one.
Well, that's
That's
our
gonna
ball. That's off her foot.
It's off her foot,
Yep.
so nice job. 1:03 to go. Someone needs to step up right here and make a big shot. And Abby, we can't. You got to get it over. Here she goes. She drives, gets it. There's Colchin. Pull up, jumper from Colchin. No good.
That's over the back.
And she's out of bounds, too.
Come on,
Harton
Maddie.
for three. No good. Rebound. Beeks. And a foul on Hopkins.
Hopkins. And, boy, she's been playing with fire all night. They finally got her for that third foul. We've been wanting it since about the second quarter.
And could have got it 3 in the first.
Could have had a few there. All right,
That's
big
only
free
her second.
throws here.
That's
Yeah,
only got her second.
Well, Lynn, I've got her down for 3. I don't know if it'll matter or not, and I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong.
I thought she had 3 as well.
I
Second
did
one away
too.
from Beeks. Beeks makes
There
it.
you go.
44-38.
Need a turnover.
Abby's going to be gone. That's going to be it for Abby. 42.4 seconds. 44-38.
That's going to be our second player to foul out tonight, Lynn. Second starter. Farmington has yet to have a player foul out. Maxwell goes to the line.
Looks like, I don't know. I better not say over there.
Our student section is chanting something very spiritedly over there. We can't make out what the
Shot on the way by Maxwell. Makes it. 3-possession game here with not much time left.
Yeah, that's a big free throw. 3-possession game. I mean, as much as we'd like to get an easy 2, I think we're almost in the spot. And you may disagree, Ty, but we almost have to just go for a 3. Look for a 3, and they've been hard to come by against this zone defense. And we're going to see this zone defense in the boys' game, too. Farmington has just done a good job. I think we've had good looks, though, Lynn. We've just not converted a lot, made a lot of shots. Our shooting percentage has probably not been real good.
We've had a lot of second and third shots.
But
We just have not been able to make them tonight.
Yep, you're right.
And the thing is, with Macy Colchin, she's made done a great job. She's got her baseline, and the shot that she usually knocks down just hadn't rolled in. I mean, it's not anything she's doing wrong.
Yeah.
Just hadn't rolled in for her.
It's rolled in and out. It seems
Yeah.
like a lot of times for her and Beeks inside.
The critical part of the game, with just under 3 minutes to go, there were two turnovers by the Lady Tigers. From that moment on.
And I thought the huge play of the game offensively for Farmington was that 3 by Hopkins. It really gave them some momentum and gave them a lead. Kind of got away from us right then.
She rolls it in. So now the Lady Tigers truly have to make something happen right here.
First available look we got to take. Can't be picky
There
right
it
now.
is.
Come on, Macy.
Macy, no good. And the ball's going to go out with 29.7. Derek, it's going to take a miracle here. This is going to be if Farmington, hopefully the Lady Tigers can find a miracle here, but if it doesn't happen here for the first time since 2010, the Lady Tigers are going to lose here on their home court, and it looks like Coach Froud is.
I'm not sure why Farmington did that, Lynn. There's no reason to go try to score. A push, something. Give us something.
Well, Derek, it's 46-40, and that's going to do it. For the first time since 2010, it happened. The Lady Cardinals are going to be the conference champions. You got to give them hand it off to them. And for the first time since Derek,
2007.
Oh, my goodness.
Berryville beat the Lady Tigers here 45-43 the last time with a current conference makeup that we lost to a conference opponent. So
wow.
A very long streak tonight. Congratulations to Lady Cardinals. The Lady Tigers will go in 3rd seed, and
right.
after 4 straight years of being conference champs.
Look like Crowley.